What's good everyone, Smudger here. Let's talk all things shotguns, similarly how I did with the SMGs, some more general tips that maybe I didn't put in the specific camo guides because they were a little bit too broad. Some pitfalls that I found across all of them, you know, what order you should do them in, are there any specific perks you may need, stuff like that. The shotguns are a mixed bag. There's two that are very, very good, one that's kind of middling and one that's just not very good at all. The combat shotgun, of course, is super OP. At time of recording, it has not been nerfed. So if you're going to start with anything, start with that one, purely because one, it's super easy, and two, if it gets nerfed, you want to have it done before then. And then I'd probably move on, depending on, presuming that you've leveled up to Prestige 1 by now. I'd move on to the double barrel, just because they're fun, is the only reason why. And then I'd do the Gracie Auto. The Gracie Auto is by far the worst shotgun. It takes like 4 shots at point blank range when you're leveling it up to kill someone. It's a pain in the ass and it's just an awful grind all the way through. I wouldn't leave it to the end because you'll get demoralised and just never want to do it. And the Iron Hornet is a decent little shotgun to end on. By that point you should be fairly proficient in using shotguns all around the game. The biggest issue you run into at the moment is if you're in Das House or Shipment, everyone's using a combat shotgun. And so if you're not, it can make it really tricky to outcompete them because everyone needs to be at a close range unless they're using a combat shotgun, in which case it can be a pretty ridiculous range for a shotgun. It makes it quite tricky to get the initial kills to level it up, so by all means go into zombies and use the zombies method if need be to level up those other 3 shotguns, although the double barrel isn't too much of an issue either. It's a pretty solid shotgun. As far as perks go, nothing to worry about too much. I use forward intel because that actually spawns. I've kind of got used to it. It's a bit weird to try and play without it now, which is pretty bad. There's nothing massive you need to worry about. The only thing I'd say is if you're struggling for any of the hipfire kill challenges is if you're running something like auto tac sprint, like I do, to switch it down to automatic sprint or just off completely. It means that you can hip fire way quicker because you're not trying to stop from attack sprint. It just makes it a little bit easier, especially if you are getting some particularly sweaty lobbies. It's just a little bit easier to slow down, take off ATS just for a few games until you get those kills, and then switch it back on and you're good to go. It really is the only pitfall that maybe I didn't mention that applies to all the guns across the entire category, is that ATS can get in the way on occasion of hip fires, close range kills. The sprint to fire time on the double barrels can be pretty slow at times as well, so just something to bear in mind. Additionally, I think I did say this in every video, is that long shots should be done in hardcore. You can do them in core if you are a psychopath, but they are far easier to do in hardcore. At hardcore you can long shot people at ridiculous distances because it is hardcore. That is probably the biggest thing. I see a lot of people asking on other videos how to get like long shots with like the Gracie Auto in core. You're not going to do it. Hop into hardcore and just suffer through it. You only need, do you need 100 of them or 50 of them? I can't even remember. You need 50 of them. So if you aim for 5, kind of 5 a game, that's a pretty good way to do it. And you'll have 10 games and they'll suck and you'll hate every minute of it, but then they're done, they're out of the way. No need to worry about them anymore. And you can always combine them with the attachment specific challenges. If you want to see what they are, obviously you can hop over to the other videos for the specific gun and kind of check them out. That really is it. It's a pain in the ass to do some of these shotguns, to do some of the challenges. They just feel quite repetitive at times, but they're done, they're out of the way. Whew. We're on to ARs now. I was going to do snipers, but the challenges are bugged. The hold your breath challenge is bugged, so we're not doing that right now. We're going to do a few ARs and get a few guides up for them instead. As always though guys, if you do have any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like, subscribe if you want to find your way back. Hope you'll have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.